Well, it's Saturday, April 13th, 2024. This is supposed to be the final day of the Miata swap. We don't know if we're going to get it finished yet or not. Well, here's where we're at. Yesterday, it took so many hours just to do one side of the exhaust. Things were going good. And then we got to this back part where you got to go through the suspension there. And then it got hard. I was by myself yesterday because my son works full time. And it is not easy to do exhaust laying under here by yourself. And here's what we got so far. That's the best I could squeeze it in there without it hitting anything. That's a Borla Pro something or another. So there's one side, and man, did it take a long time. Okay. Oh, let me get out of here. You can see it looks like a war zone around here. You know, you can tell we've been rushing and not cleaning up afterwards, and we just got to the point where everything's a mess. Even the cats are upset about it. They like to play in here, and now look what I've gone and done. But, you know, we've been rushing and don't have time to stop every single day and put all this crap up. I like to keep this clean. Anyway, let's get with it. Besides we got to do the second side of the exhaust today. It's going to take a while. I don't know why it's taking so long to get that back done, but it's just trying to get the fitment right and the angles and getting under the car and out of the car and running and cutting another 1/4 inch off and test fitting it and then going back and trying it again. And then sometimes I screw up and have to start a new piece. You know, doing it by yourself, you know, it's just hard. Then we got the sway bar dilemma. We seem to be missing a sway bar. It's somewhere in this big yard. I don't know what the hell happened to it, but it was off of this Miata, and we can't find it. Now, we have a few other Miatas, and we've got the sway bars off of them, but we can't find the dang sway bar that came off of this guy right here. This is the chassis. It's the whole rolling chassis that came out of this Miata. The reason it's still in one piece is because we have 3 other Miatas, and we took the subframes out of those and modified them. But this is literally, that's our rebuilt motor there that we rebuilt, and this is the whole rolling chassis that came out of this white Miata. So we use subframes that we modified from the other Miatas, and that's how we got this thing going. But we seem to have lost the sway bar. The sway bar that came in this car, it's hanging there. And we've come to this point where we got to figure out how to put it in there. It's hanging there, but we can't find anything but one rubber. This is a different size from all these other ones. We can't find the brackets. We can't find anything but one rubber piece. Don't know what the hell happened to it. But about 8 weeks ago, we rolled this car over here, just like it is, and lowered the chassis down and took it out from underneath here, right where it sits, and rolled it over there, right where it sits. And we don't know what the heck, because we had to have undone this in order to get the body separated from the chassis, and we have no idea. It's somewhere in this tall grass or something, I don't know. But I don't like how small this is anyway. And when I don't like something, I fix it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to modify one of these big ones here. I'm going to do some kind of modification. The swap book calls for making these super tall towers and dropping it down so it'll clear the front pulley on the V8 engine. That's what it calls for. But I don't know. That's another big problem. Anyway, I got the cooling fans back in. There's one of the custom radiator hoses. I got that figured out last night. Got this pile of hoses right here and a bunch of hoses everywhere else. That's what we came up with. It steps down from 1.5 inches down to 1.25 inches. The bottom one, a bit more tricky. The bottom one has to step down from 1.75 on the water pump down to 1.25 on the radiator. And things are starting to get tight. And one of the problems we're having is we got to put an oil filter relocation kit and mount the remote filter somewhere. And it looks like it's going to be right here. It's the only possibility, except unless we like put it up here. The remote filter's gonna, I think, have to go here unless we put it like underneath or something. But we got to get that problem figured out. And a whole bunch of stuff. And my son is working on trying to get the Miata dash cluster, the tach and the speedometer interface with, I don't know, it's got a microprocessor in it, and somehow we got to interface it because he wants to use the stock tach and everything. So I don't know, he's been working on the wiring. Anyway, you know, it has no brakes on it. It has no calipers. We're trying to find all that, and we don't know. We thought we had some laying around, but I guess we're going to have to take it off of that other chassis over there. So that's it. I'm going to quit rambling on because I was out here, well, we were both out here until midnight. Yesterday was like a, I don't know, 15, 16 hour day. So we don't know that we'll finish it today by the deadline, but I'm pretty sure we'll have it started and the exhaust done, and we'll be able to fire it up. It's already got the oil in it. Well, it's got 3.5 quarts of the engine oil in it. We got to come up with another couple. The transmission is full. It uses automatic transmission fluid even though it's a stick. So it's filled up. And then somewhere around here we have a bottle of friction modifier and 2 quarts of oil for the diff. The fuel tank's been drained out. We haven't done the fuel system. As you can see, those pesky lines that we've been getting tangled up in, well, they're still hanging there. And what I found out is in order to get those lines up there, I should have done that before I put the transmission brace. And the transmission brace is kind of a hassle to get out. That white brace up there, well, it's got to come down and get dropped, and all those lines have to go up on top of it back where they used to be. There's no other way. So that sucks. Anyway, that's it. If we fire it up later on today, I'll do a video of it and post it. If not, you know, if it's not up and running by today's deadline, then it's not. But the whole point was to have fun trying to get it there. Hey, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. We're both here. We'll do what we can. You know, we're gonna try to get these cats to help. I don't know, these cats are useless. Squiggy! Yeah, that means food time, huh? You all know what that means. Jesus, being overrun by cats. Bye.